If you want me to be a functional human being, I need to be reading. Stayed up till 4 a.m. Like, I'm just loving it. And there's not even a romance in it yet. Hello book besties and welcome back to my channel. Look at the new setup. Oop, sneak peek. Look at the new setup. My bookshelves, they're up. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Look at them. I love them. I love them so much. But today I thought it'd be fun to do a little reading vlog, getting into the fall vibes, fall aesthetic, fall feelings, and to actually read books because I have been working a little bit, but I'm in grad school, so whenever I'm not working, I am studying, and we did move, so that was taking a lot of time. So I have not read a single book this month yet. It's September 15th. It's a Sunday at 10 a.m. I'm about to go to church, but I thought we could do this reading vlog to help me get to reading because now that my shelves are complete, that was what was taking a lot of my time along with studying and working, and now I can just look at them and read. So that's what we're gonna do, and so we're gonna get into the fall spirit by reading 2 books that just give me fall vibes, like whimsical, homey, like comfort fall vibes. And so first book I'm reading, which is what I'm currently reading, is Love Light Farm by B.K. Borison. I've been wanting to read this book. I've seen a lot of good things about the entire series. This is like an interconnected romance series, I believe, following different couples in like a cozy setting. That's what I know. I don't know much. And I knew I wanted to get this book for the fall so I can read it. And so I got it and I'm so excited. It's about this main character, the female. She lives and works on a Christmas tree farm and it's like kind of going downhill. It's not flourishing the way she wanted it to, and so she entered into a contest for this like social media influencer to come visit her farm and to like basically bring publicity to the place so that she can hopefully get a good revenue in and get some more traction for the farm because it's not going well. And on the thing, she said that she had a boyfriend, that her and her boyfriend like created this beautiful farm for like love, romance, and Christmas vibes, and that was a lie. So she's single. So now she's trying to figure out how she can have a fake boyfriend, and she's gonna ask her best friend. So best friend, fake dating, close proximity, and I've heard amazing things about it. So I'm really excited. I have started it, but I'm not that far into it. I'm on chapter like 5, 6. And my annotations so far. It's not that far in it. I'm like about 50 pages in. So I want to get to this. I want to set time to read because I haven't been reading, like I said, this whole month. Granted, I have a lot of things going on, but we want to get back to reading because I miss it. So hopefully I can try to read a good amount of time today and tomorrow. And if not, I'm going to. But try to read after that, maybe like at least an hour a day, because I have not read a single thing, so we need to get to it. And then the next book I want to read is a book that I've been wanting to read as well. You kind of saw a little preview when I was throwing my hands around, but I read a book by this author, The 7-Year Slip, if you can guess what I'm talking about, by Ashley Poston. Loved that book, amazing. And so I want to read The Dead Romantics by her. I've heard amazing things about this as well, and I've heard it's very fall, cozy, romance, aesthetic vibes. Perfect for the fall time, so I thought we can give this a try. This is what it looks like. I don't know what it's about, but I do know that Ashley Poston typically writes like romances with more like hard-hitting moments and elements to it. And usually she has magical realism involved with it as well. I'm not exactly sure what happens. She doesn't believe in romance. She's a ghostwriter. She goes back to a town that she's from that she hasn't been to in so long. Meets a ghost. Romance? I don't know. But I know she has magical realism, romance, and like hard-hitting books. I love 7-Year Slip, so I'm hoping I will love this one as well. So these are the 2 books that I want to read. We're not going to be too ambitious by setting 5 books read this week because I haven't read a single book this week. But these are nice and short and sweet. They're not super long. They're both like 300 pages, 300 to 400 pages each. And I feel like they're perfect for the fall cozy vibes. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, I'm in school. I do work a little bit, but it's Sundays. I have a few assignments to complete today, and I do have like a little, like very nothing, like barely any work tomorrow. So hopefully we can read some of this. I'll get a good chunk of the way through these books today and tomorrow between studying. I'm excited to read these. I'm not really trying to rush through them. I'm just trying to enjoy my time getting into the fall vibes. But let's talk about what I'm currently watching right now. I'm currently watching Criminal Minds. Binging Criminal Minds. I'm on season 4. It's a rewatch. I've watched like most of this show, I think, except for like maybe the last few seasons. The last season I saw was like a huge cliffhanger, but they didn't have episodes or they had to buy them, so I never watched it. So now it's on Hulu and I'm watching it. I'm rewatching it and just have it on in the background all the time. So that's that. But yes, so these are 2 books I'm reading. I'm really excited. I hope we love them and I can't wait to get into the fall vibe. So stick around. This will be a spoiler-free reading vlog, just vibes, thoughts, feelings, emotions. You know the deal. So I'll talk to you guys later with more of a reading update. Hello, this is my sister. They haven't actually really seen me in the video yet. Currently editing my last video that I think I have filmed. I'm editing a 24-hour reading challenge that we did a while ago, me and my sister. So I can upload that soon. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, maybe. And my sister started reading Twilight for a second. It is, I think, Tuesday. I have like not read that much. I read a little bit. I'm on page 62 of Love Light Farms by BK Borison. I have done what homework I need to do for the day. I have work in like a little over an hour. So I think I'm gonna go to the gym real quick and do this treadmill and walk for like 45 minutes and read. I want to dedicate time to reading this because I really want to read it and I am enjoying it, but I said this before in a previous video. I was doing so well, like binging books, like sitting and binging books. And I feel like when I take too many breaks between books, I'm like pulled out of the story. Even if the book I'm enjoying and I love it, I just hate when I only read like a few chapters or a few pages here and there because it's not the full story altogether. And I want to be consumed by it. Like I want to read it all in 2 days and just absorb the whole thing and really just be into it and just, you know, get into the story and feel like I'm a character. And right now, with me jumping in and reading 2 pages here and there, I'm not, and it's frustrating me because I know I'm gonna love these books. At least I hope I do. Like, I'm ready to buy all of them. But I haven't even read this first one yet, so I really want to dedicate time to this. I think I'm gonna go to the gym real quick, do some cardio on this, like walk on the treadmill incline while reading. Come back, I have work. Then I have class, and then tonight, since technically I am done with my work that I wanted to do for today, I can spend the evening to reading. So I would like to get at least halfway today, maybe more, maybe finish it. Who knows? It's literally not even 350 pages. But yes, so I really want to get to this, and I'm gonna go to the gym now. And then real quick, I did go shopping yesterday, and so I bought 2 books. So I bought All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I've heard such good things about her books. People love her books and her romance novels. They are, I've heard, very slow burn, but like the tension, the angst, and the build-up and the banter is like perfection. What I've heard. This one, I don't know much about it. I think she is moving to like a small town in the mountains or something to get away from her life. She broke up with her boyfriend who's a musician, and she is staying at this rental place, but it turns out the owner's son was the one who rented out to her, and so the owner is kind of like, you know, a grouchy, grumpy man, and I think they start forming like a friendship, a relationship, but like Grumpy Sunshine, I'm guessing. I don't know, I've heard really good things about it. Also, I saw another booktuber recently read this book, I think, by her, and really loved it, so I'm excited. I love a good slow burn, I love a good build up, so I'm excited to read this soon. I really want to get to this soon, because it's also giving just like a slow burn, and like, I feel like slow burns too, and like kind of like slow moving, wholesome books, romance books also give fall vibes. So that one, and then the next book, don't know anything about it, like I haven't seen anything about it, but the cover, I keep seeing it and I think it looks really cute. So my mom and I both got this book, Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks, blurred by Abby Jimenez, so that is enough. But basically he, I think, works at a graveyard or does something with the dead, and she is in this town and she's dealing with the grief and passing of her husband, and then he is trying to find the love of his life because in order to get the inheritance from his family, he has to be married before 35. And so she is helping him, and she's coming out of her shell because of his, I think, golden retriever vibes, I think. And obviously, you know, when they got all love. I don't know. It seems really cute. It seems fun. And it seems like kind of like fun, spooky vibes, but like fun how many times can I say fun? Rom-com, sweet romance story. So my mom and I think, are going to both read this in October. So I'm excited for that. She has little cowgirl boots on. But the cover is so cute. Like, so I'm excited. It's also really... Whoops. It's also really short. It's under 350 as well. So I'm excited for these 2 books. So I'm going to go to the gym real quick, read this for like 45 minutes while I work out, and then work, and we'll have an update later tonight once I get more progress in this. Okay, guys? We need to get through it because I want to read the next book, and I want to get books read. I haven't been reading, and I'm so annoyed. Let's do an update because I don't know what day I started this reading challenge, reading vlog, reading video. It is the 26th of September. It's a Thursday. I have not read a single book this month yet. I'm still reading Love Light Farms, and I'm eating it up. Here's my plan. I live in Florida. There is a hurricane this weekend. Can you hear me? There is a hurricane hitting North Florida. I live in Central Florida now, but it's still affecting this area, and the job I work for is located in North Florida, and the school I go to is located in North Florida, so the hurricane's impacting them. So basically, school was canceled for the rest of the week, and work was canceled for the rest of the week. The goal is to devour books. I talk about this on my Bookstagram, Janae Reads. If you want to get more like up-to-date things on my life or like what I'm doing, what I'm reading, you can go on there. But that's what we're doing. It's currently like 12:22 in the afternoon. I'm watching Sarah Crowley's YouTube videos, catching up because I've not watched BookTube in a while. I've been binging Criminal Minds. I get distracted, so I'm putting on BookTube in the background to catch up while I'm reading in bed. Okay, so we're halfway through Love Light Farm. I'm on page 177 out of like 320, so over halfway. I'm enjoying this so far. The tension, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys are in love. You guys are in love. I love it. I love it. It's just, I love how it's so just no questions asked. Like it was like, we're fake dating. Yeah, we're fake dating, but it's like, We actually love each other, so let's act like we do, and then we'll see what happens after. No biggie. We'll be friends no matter what, so let's just see how it goes. So I'm like, you guys are gonna be in love forever. Okay. But I'm enjoying it. There's a mystery element going on of things keep going wrong at the Christmas tree farm, so she's trying to figure out like what's happening. Is someone doing something to her farm? And she's like, why? Trying to figure it out. And then they have the celebrity or like the social media influencer coming to visit still, so that hasn't happened yet, but it's happening soon, so I'm excited to see how that goes. Right now we have Luca and he's jealous, and I'm giggling. I'm literally like, you're jealous. I love it. You're jealous. Wait, so yeah. So my goal is to finish this today, okay? Like I said, we have less than 100 pages, less than 200 pages left to read. So we're gonna read this. And then I would like to read The Romantics. Again, this is not a long book. We talked about my reading plans. It's just taking me a month. It's 340 pages. I'd like to start this tonight, get halfway tonight, finish it tonight. If not, I want to definitely finish this tomorrow. 2 books by tomorrow. Can we do it? And then I would love to read All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Again, heard good things about it. I posted about these books on my Instagram, Janae Reads. People said that they love this book and the Queen of like Slow Burn, so I'm excited. It's giving fall vibes to a good, nice, wholesome romance before I start diving into fantasy, because next I want to get into fantasy ASAP Rocky. No, why did I say that? I want to get into fantasy next. So I would love to finish Love Light Farm soon. Start this one tonight. Finish it tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow if we're going to be realistic. And then start this book tomorrow. And hopefully maybe finish it on Saturday. And then we'll have finished the fall books I wanted to read this month. Please, I just need to read some books. Like I haven't read anything. But I do have my ghost mug. So look how cute the books are. I love them. I really want to get through these books because I'm excited to read like a cute, nice, wholesome fall vibe romance, but now I want to get into fantasy afterwards. Like next I want to read Through the Flame. We might do a reading vlog. I have so many fantasy books. I want to read the Zodiac Academy so bad. I need to just read it. I want to do reading vlogs for that too. I need to read Crescent City. I haven't finished that series. I read the first book. I want to reread the first book and then read the second, third book. There's so many books to read. This weekend we have to get it done. So let's go read. Read. Something's happening and I'm confused. I want to see how this plays. Like, are they going to be a couple in the next book? Do they have a past? Were they together before? I don't know. We're gonna find out. There was a little bit of a miscommunication for a second, right? But then they resolved it. Everything was okay for a second. I was like, okay, great, we got it, we're good. And now something else, a miscommunication, and I'm like, please, why are you making this complicated for no reason? Finish it right now, and then I need to edit, I think, a video, and then we're gonna start the Romantics tonight for sure, 100%. And I want to get at least 100 pages in it tonight. Okay, mark my words, we're doing it. We're doing it. They're so cute. They're so cute. And we just got a new perspective. I'm excited to read from this perspective. You can probably guess, but I'm excited to read from it. I'm on chapter 23. We're almost done. Oh my god, him cooking her Italian food is beautiful. It's beautiful. With her in the kitchen, her bare feet stepping on my toes every other step, cook her ravioli and manicotti and garlic bread with extra cheese because her face lights up when she sees me at her stove. Chin on my shoulder as she tries to reach over me for a taste. I'm going to hold her hand when she needs it and tuck her close when she needs that too. I'm unwell, I love them. Like, best friends to lovers. Oh my god. No. This one. I'm going to love her in all the quiet ways, the slow ways, the loud ways, and obnoxious ways. Oh man. No, I love that quote. That's what I want. Hello. We have finished. Ignore my hair, okay? We finished Love Light Farm. I really enjoyed this book. I will say that me taking a month to read it was disrespectful, rude, a crime, if you would, because what the heck. But I really enjoyed it. I tabbed randomly just like scenes I liked, quotes I liked. No color coordination at all for this book. I used one color, it ran out. I started a second color, that's that. But just quotes I loved, things I loved. My favorite quote, absolute favorite quote is, I'm going to love her in all the quiet ways, the slow ways, the loud ways, and obnoxious ways. King. We'll talk more about my thoughts at the end of this video because we need to get to reading more. Now I gotta read The Dead Romantics by Ashley Paulson. My second book by her, I read A 7-Year Slip by her and loved it. We're gonna read this one. I have a glass of wine. It is Thursday night. It's 8:50, basically at 9 o'clock. We're going to start this. It is 350 pages. My sister made brownies, so we're gonna eat brownies and ice cream. And we're gonna go in the living room, watch Harry Potter whilst we start this book. Hopefully get 100 pages in, maybe more. Who knows? But I'm gonna read it. I don't know much about it. I think she meets a ghost. Falls in love. That's all I got. But I'll keep you guys updated with more of an update and my thoughts when I read it. I'll let you know what I'm feeling. So let's go. I'm excited. I don't know if this is fixable. Guys, I'm so excited. I have a trip coming up. A little weekend trip. Very fun. I also have a trip planned next year that I'm very excited for. It's Friday, almost 11 a.m. Cafecito. And I started the Dead Romantics last night. I fell asleep on the couch with my family and watching Harry Potter at like page 40, 60. Took a little power nap at like midnight, got back up, came in my bed at like 1 a.m., stayed up till 4 a.m. I was on TikTok for a majority of that time. But then I did read because I said I wanted to get to page 100. And I did. I'm on chapter 12, page 108 of Dead Romantics. I was also shocked by something at the beginning. Granted, I realized it's written on the back of the book, but I don't like reading the back of the book sometimes. I firmly believe that sometimes the back of the book spoils things in the story that would be fun to find out as you're reading it. Like certain micro tropes or like other tropes in the book you wouldn't know about until you read the book, and it would have added so much more of a shock value and like an attachment to the situation because you didn't expect it. So I think the blurbs in the back need to be a little bit shorter. I simply also read books from reviews based off the vibes that the person is expressing. Like if they loved it, if it felt a certain way, if they loved the couple, if they loved the whatever. But like specific details of the book, I don't need to know. I like hearing the vibes, and the vibes are what get me into reading the book, if that makes sense. Anyways, one part did shock me, and I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? Yes, so we have our main character, Florence, and she is a ghostwriter for a famous romance author. The romance author used to write her own books, and then like the most recent books of hers, she's been like living on the island in Maine, and so the ghostwriter Florence, our main character, has been writing her books for her. She was a big believer in love. She lives in New York City, and then she had a boyfriend and they broke up, and now she's like, love doesn't exist, you know, as one does. And so now she has to write a book that has a deadline the next day or whatever, and she gets a new editor, and he's like, oh, you gotta turn it in tomorrow. And she's like, but the author needs an extension. And he's like, no, I want a romance. She's like, can it be not a romance? Can it be like a sad romance? And he's like, no, happy romance. And then something happens. That was so bad. I'm so sorry. That was really a bad description. Read the book. But something happens, and so now our main character is going back home to her small hometown, which she had left because something happened and she was talked about with the town. The town really like had a bad perception of her, and so she had left and didn't want to go back, and she hadn't been back in 10 years. Her parents and family own a funeral home where they have funerals. So she's going back home now, and so she has to deal with some of the things, the lingering mindset of some of the people in that town and how they view her. She ends up seeing a ghost because she can see ghosts, and it turns out it's her editor, the new one that she just talked to about writing a book that wasn't about romance, and now he's a ghost. And she's like, why are you a ghost? I just saw you last night. And he's like, what is going on? So it's like a second chance trying to figure out what loose ends he needs to wrap up, and she's gonna help him. That's what she kind of does with the ghost. She helps him like tie up loose ends. And so I'm guessing it's gonna be a romance, some sort of life lessons about things. I'm excited. It gives very fall vibes because of the ghost, the spookiness of like the seeing ghosts, and are they around? Are they gonna come? Where are they? And the small town vibes of living in a town where everyone knows who you are and everyone knows your business. We gotta love it. So I'm gonna continue reading and see how far I can get into it. 240 pages left, so we're gonna spend some time reading it today. Long time no chit chat. It's a Sunday night, 9 o'clock something. I don't know. I need a shower, but I haven't updated you guys really about what I've been reading verbally. I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. So guys, I finished The Romantics. I finished it Friday, I think. I started it, I think, Thursday night, 11 o'clock at night, and then we finished it on Friday. And I really enjoyed this book. I had such a good time with it. The writing I loved. I love Ashley Paulson's books. The magical realism is just so refreshing and unique, and it makes like the story just so fun and atmospheric. And I just love the setting. I love the main characters. I really enjoyed this book. And I will say I did expect what was going to happen at the end, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. It's very reminiscent of newer book, not newest, but newer book, The 7-Year Slip, reminiscent of each other, but I enjoyed them so much. They're such like short, quick reads. I love the life lessons in them. You get attached to these characters so quickly. I really enjoyed it, and it was just a fun fall vibe because of the ghosts and the cemetery. I loved it. Very much enjoyed. Now we are currently reading All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I am on page 81, so not that far into it. Tomorrow is Monday, today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. We're on page 81 out of like 580, so we have 500 pages left, and I want to finish this book tomorrow. So I need to stay up tonight and read at least like 100 and a half, like 150 pages maybe. This book, I am really enjoying it so far, and literally it's only 80 pages in, and I know it's a slow burn. Like the romance is not even like a thing in this book yet, but I'm loving it. Like I just love our main character so far. The little crumbs that we get of the main male character and his son. I feel like too, because a lot of aspects of this book in general are just intriguing, like the main girl's life and like what happened to her in her past relationship, and all the little secrets that we're like slowly uncovering, like keep you attached and like wanting to know more just about that in general. And then knowing more about Tobias, which is the main male character, and just like our main female character Aurora, making her friends and like seeing her old friends and like getting a new start. I'm just enjoying like every aspect of this book so far. We haven't even had the romance, so I can't wait for the romance, but I'm so excited to keep reading it. Like I actually paused Criminal Minds to focus on the book, which is kind of crazy because I've been keeping that show on 24/7 on the background. But yes, I'm gonna shower right now, and I'm gonna, I think, put a playlist on or like a ASMR room or something, and try to just sit and like read for at least like an hour and see how far I get into it, and then we'll try to see how much more I can get into it. My first MZ book. Hopefully I continue to love it, and I'll rate these books at the end of the video. I honestly don't know what my ratings are yet, but I'm loving all the books so far. So a great time. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I also have not read that much because we had church today, and then I had to do some schoolwork, and then I did film my October TBR, so that will be out already before this, so go watch that if you haven't already. And I was uploading my room building my dream library video as well, so go check that out if you haven't already. So there was things I was doing today, but now we can focus on reading. I'm going to a coffee shop to read All Roads Leads Here. It's like 12:11. Let's get to go. We got the tote. We have a book from Barnes & Noble. Cardigan from American Eagle. I've had it for a while, so don't know if it's still there. This shirt is new. It's from H&M. Love it. It's like a nice, lovely material. I didn't know I was a beauty guru, but here we are. And these pants are American Eagle. Brand new. Love them. They're like wide leg jewelry. These are all from TikTok Shop. I bought things off TikTok Shop for the first time ever and obsessed with everything I got. But I got a packet of rings and there's like 20 of them. Love it. And then these earrings, old, probably Amazon. Worked out, worked, going to read. Let's go. Don't bite me on camera, that'll be embarrassing. It is currently like 2 something, I think, 3 something. Just kidding, it's 4 something, guys. We have to get to it. I said I was gonna finish this book. I'm on page 160. I'm not even halfway done yet, guys. But I'm loving this book so far. Again, MZ, Queen of Slow Burns, is what she's known for. So the romance is not even a thing. It's not even an ember. It's not even a spark. It's not even been attempted, ignited, okay? But I still love it. Like, I love our main character. She's so funny. I'm literally giggling at her inner monologue. Like I'm eating it up. And just her and her friendships that she's trying to form. Her getting a job in this small town. Her trying to figure things out. Her dealing with her past. Some things from her past that we're figuring out and like learning as we go. I'm loving it. All the people that are just in the town, like and their interactions, like I just love reading all of it. Like I'm just loving it. And there's not even a romance in it yet. But I cannot wait for the romance because I feel like it's just going to be so good. Like any crumb I'm going to devour. So I'm excited. But yes, so far, like, it's giving, dare I say, 5 stars. Like, obsessed. Like, I'm loving it. Like, I want to be in this town, and I want to be friends with these people, and I want to feel like I'm there. I'm loving it. So, I'm gonna continue reading. How about we do, like, a little, like, check-in at, like, halfway, so I can actually not talk to you every 2 seconds. Yes, I'm loving it. and I'm just annotating things that I like. I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason to the annotations at all. I put light annotations, like light orange, for just like things I like or scenes I like, quotes I like, whatever. And then the dark orange are more focused on the moments between our main characters, in case I want to go back and be like, this little moment between them. But the rest of the tabs are just all like, it's just one color for anything that I want to tab. So, but yes, I'm enjoying it. So now I'm gonna go read, and you'll stop yapping and go read. Okay. We're going to buy books. Oh my god, we're so close. Oh, we're closer. Hello guys, reading update. I am on page 322, over halfway with the book. Guys, I'm literally loving it. It's a feeling, it truly is, but I'm just loving it. I, not recently anyways, have like giggled out loud so much while reading a book. Like I'm literally reading lines and I'm laughing with the characters. The characters are laughing like hysterically in a scene. Something funny happened, they're giggling, and I'm right there laughing with them. And I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I just love also every aspect of this book. Like I said, this is a slow burn. People know her as slow burn queen. So the romance is like, we've had crumbs, like peck, okay? But I'm eating those up. But I still love the friendships in here between, we have the female friendships, we have the father and son and her friendship relationships, the son with his best friend and their relationship as like little teenagers, and I'm just loving it. And then also our main character's other best friend who doesn't live there with her but is from like her past life, I guess, and it's so sweet. Like I just love the kind genuine friendships that are forming, and like just like the little cute moments of like being there for each other. I like the main character, she's trying to, you know, heal, move forward with her life and grieve at times, and then also just like finding ways to like enjoy her life and to be content and like happy with where she's at and stuff like that. And it's just really sweet, wholesome, so cute. I love it. I'm excited to continue. So anyways, we're gonna continue. One scene though, let me get to it. Okay. He literally just said she looked beautiful. I was about to lose my mind. I was so excited. I was like, no. And he keeps calling her Angel, and I'm like, the last scene that I read was hilarious. I was giggling last night in bed up till 2 a.m. reading it. We're gonna continue reading it. I have work in about like an hour and a half, so we're gonna read until then and see how far we can get into it. So hopefully I can finish it, and then we can wrap up this video and talk about all the books I read in this video, and then we can make a new one. So I'll talk to you guys later. Picks up, and I'm excited to see where it goes. What is where I stop. There's also like a mystery element, not a mystery element, but like there are some like things we don't know that I'm interested to see, like where what's gonna happen, like what's gonna be found out about it, and like how we're gonna explain those different aspects of the story. And then also we have our main character has like her past, right? And it's kind of a secret. It's not really a secret, but it's, when you read it you understand why, but she doesn't talk about it. So I'm interested to see how that also comes out, and she finally like talks about it with Rhodes. I'm excited to see how that goes. But right now it's a funny scene. We have someone visiting for the Rhodes family, and we have Aurora there, and she's joining them. And Aurora is a yapper, and I love to see it. She's hilarious. So I'm excited to see how she plays a role in the scene, because she stands on business, and we love that for her.
Because how many people really love this book and have recommended it and different book tastes, and it honestly shows how wonderful.
I love that our main character, Aurora, right? She does not take anything from nobody, okay? She is super sweet. She's so kind. She's happy. She's joyful. She giggles. She like loves to talk and chit chat, and she's the happiest, sweetest person. But she also will be like, excuse me, like I don't know what you think you're doing, but that's not what I'm gonna accept right now. You're treating me a certain way, and I'm not accepting it. That comes, I think, also with her history of what happened in her past that got her to this point, and what she's dealt with. That like now she's just like, I'm not dealing with that or accepting that behavior ever anymore, and I will let them know kindly, but she's honest. I love it. And she's not scared to be like, I'm not accepting this treatment, so you can either fix it or we don't need to have this conversation. Love her. Queen. We've, hello. We've officially finished this video. We've officially done it. We've read all the books that I was going to read. Did I read it in the time I said I was going to read them in? No, but mind your business. We read them. And I'm proud of myself because these were amazing books, okay? So good. So we read 3 books in this reading vlog. And I did this because I needed to not force myself, but I was really slacking on my reading, okay? I was reading 1 book for all of September, so we needed to get on it. I need to work on dedicating set time to read, so I'm trying to work on the balance, the work-life school balance of studying and working and reading, because reading is a necessity for me in my life. If you want me to be a functional human being, I need to be reading. So we're working on focusing for each thing so we can do everything in a timely manner and enjoy it. Cheers to that. Also, having books that I really enjoyed and going through books that I loved also makes me now like want to read more and more books, okay? I feel like when you don't read like a good book, maybe like the best book, you're kind of like, eh. But then when you read, for me, like I know people say like they read an amazing book, now they're like, what next? But because I have so many other books that I know I want to read, that when I read a book I'm obsessed with, it makes me just so excited to read the other books I'm obsessed with. And I feel like I'm on like a adrenaline rush to like read through books quicker, and I love it. Not quicker because I'm rushing, but just like binging books. I love a good binge. I hate when I do my little intermittent reading, which again, that is great when you don't have a lot of time and you just want to get a little bit of reading here and there. Get a little reading here and there. When I have time to be able to get basically my phone, throw my phone away and sit and lock in for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever I can spare. I'm excited for this weekend to get more books read, to start a new reading vlog, and to do schoolwork, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So let's talk about the 3 books I read. I just want to say a disclaimer. Rating, okay? Rating is so subjective. Rating is based off each person's own internal scale, okay? So some book that someone says is a 3-star, it could be someone's 5-star. Someone that's a 5-star could be your 4-star. It doesn't matter. Really, read the books that sound interesting to you and go into it. Sometimes I think it's fun to be someone who can read a book that people said was 3 stars and absolutely love it. That's great. Love that for you. You just found a book you love. Also, back to that topic as well, is the categories within ratings, okay? And by that I mean, you know, my scale for romance books is not the same as a fantasy book or a thriller book or a historical romance book. I could give a fantasy book a 5-star and a romance book a 5-star, and they are completely different levels of judgment that I'm judging them off of and how much I enjoy them. But they're just different. And within that, I think there's also subcategories within romance, for example, because we read romance books too, of like a fluffy, fun rom-com, just cute, fun, little lighthearted romance could be 5 stars. But then I could read another romance that is more emotionally deep and more life lessons and more personal growth and beautiful writing, and just you feel like you learned this whole new perspective on life. Could be a 5 stars. Completely different though, because I mean, this is a fun, for what it was a fun, fluffy rom-com, 5 stars. I giggled, I loved it, 5 stars. This one's 5 stars, I was moved. Or we could have another romance that is just like more of a found family romance and learning about things and whatever. More of the story is, I don't know how to rate these books because within my categories, I don't know if I like one better than the other, or that they were just different types of romances and I like them the same but like different. So I don't think you should go into book based on someone's rating, but more about someone's discussion of the book. First book I read was Love Light Farms. This is a romance book, and there are 4 other books out right now. It's like an interconnected romance of like different people within the friend group, I think, have books of their romances. I recently just bought them, so I can't wait to continue with them. But this follows our main character, and she owns a Christmas tree farm. And it's not doing its best financially. It's kind of struggling, and she's trying to figure out how she can like save money, make some more money. So she enters into this contest that this content creator is hosting, where she like goes to like different places and promotes them, and they get an influx of followers and fans, and they also win a cash prize at the end. And so she enters into the contest, and she says her and her boyfriend created this Love Light Farms. She's single, so she lied. So she's going to try to find a fake boyfriend. So she asks her guy best friend to be her boyfriend. So they fake date. And this book is just so cute. It's so fun. We love the fake dating, we love the romance of friends to lovers, we love the environment of the Christmas tree farm, the Christmas lights, the fall town of them having like one of her friends and co-workers is Layla and she makes baked goods, so they're talking about all these delicious sweet treats. It's such a fun, good fall, Christmas, winter time and I loved it. I had a really good time with this. It was a fun, fluffy romance. The little things that he does for her, the small acts of kindness, the way they listen, to be heard is to be loved, to be understood is to be loved, you know? Anyways. And I think I'm gonna give this a 4.25. Loved it. Intermission. Next we read The Dead Romantics. Now this is, I think, her first book, or at least it's before The 7-Year Slip. I love The 7-Year Slip. And not gonna lie to you, I think some people don't like this book or don't love it. Personally, it was on there with The 7-Year Slip. So is it a 5-star? I really enjoyed this. I flew through it. I read it in 24 hours. She is known for a magical realism book. So there's always a magical element in there. It's not explained. It's not really talked about. It's just a thing. It's just the way life works. So in this book, we have our main character and she moved to New York to work in the publishing industry vibes. She is a ghostwriter for a famous author and so she writes all the books for her. But fun fact, her family owns a funeral home in this small town and she can see ghosts. I will say, I'm not gonna lie, there are things on the back of this book that I didn't even read. I did not read it and so I was surprised by certain things or just like more moved by things. So maybe going to it blind, but she can see ghosts and something happens and she can see this person and she was like, why can't I see you? Like you, why you? And she kind of is helping this ghost figure out what's going on in their life. She's dealing with grief, she's dealing with her success or failures and not letting her failures define her and trying to move forward through, you know, difficult situations. So I really love that book. I love this book. I love that her books have fun, quirky romances, but it also has some also fun elements of the magical realism. Like she can see a ghost. It's giving very fall. It's giving very autumn. The romantics, like perfect for this time of the year. But it has like the life lessons that are really fun and moving and emotional. And I just really enjoyed this book. We have like her family that is involved in this book. Her dealing with grief. Her dealing with just like her life and moving forward and like what she wants to do now with her life. And then romance. I loved it. See, the next book and this book, if I give them both 5 stars, they're not the same level because of the books. So like for this type of book, it could be a 5-star because I'm like, The 7-Year Slip, I gave 5 stars. I might like this as much or maybe more for its genre, okay? I think it's a 5-star read. I loved it. I would reread this in the fall, every fall. It's very quick. I highly recommend it. It's so fun. I enjoyed it. The environment, the small town romance, I loved it. Okay, the next book. The next and last book I read was All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment. I did not plan on tabbing this book as much as I did. Like, oh my god. Okay, guys, so this book is a 6-star. A 6-star. All-time favorite ever of my life. Is that dramatic? Maybe. I don't care. Oh my goodness. This is the type of book that I read or type of reading experience where I'm like, why didn't I read your book sooner? But I think also time and place when you read a book really can impact you. And where I'm at in my life right now, even though I'm not a 40-year-old or a 30-year-old, so I kind of feel some things. So I was just obsessed with this story. If you know what this book is about, let me tell you. It's about Aurora. And she is dealing with the ending of a 14-year-long relationship. Okay, so she's dealing with a breakup. And so she is trying to figure out how to move forward, how to live her life. And so she moves back into this small town where she is from, trying to get her roots and figure out what she wants to do with her life, right? So she ends up booking this Airbnb basically at this guy's house. He has a studio apartment like above a garage. And so she ends up renting it. She pulls up to this area and the man is like, what are you doing in my house? You're trespassing. Okay, Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes. And it turns out that his 16-year-old son was the one who rented out the Airbnb to her because he's trying to save money to buy a guitar. And the dad did not know. And the dad's like fuming. And then he's like, fine, you have like 2 weeks before you have to be out. Because she's like, I'll pay you triple the rent, whatever. So he ends up relenting. And he is grumpy and she is sunshine. But it's just, she just has such an appreciation for life, for things, for just enjoying all the things in life. Very refreshing, but she still also stands on business because of the past that she's dealt with. She's like, no more. I am no longer doing that. And so she will put you in your place, but in a nice, respectful way. But if you disrespect her, she'll be all bets are off, okay? But she is so sweet. She's a yapper. We love a good yapper. She loves to yap, yap, yap. And then we have Mr. Rhodes, Tobias Rhodes, if you would. He is a grumpy man, grumpy big muscular man who works in the forest, okay? He was in the Navy. Anyways, he's grumpy, he's closed off, he's very just like one word answers, and you're like, he hates me, but he is such a kind man. He's so nice though. He's like, he'll do little things for her, and I'm just crying because I'm like, to be known is to be loved. Or like she'll say something and then he'll do something about it. And what I love too about it is that she'll be like, thank you so much, and he's just kind of like, she's like, I owe you, and he's just kind of like, you don't, for me doing something for you because I want to is not you owing me anything. Like, I did it, I don't expect anything out of it. And I'm like, king. I absolutely love this book. And then he has a son named Amos. Love him. He's 16. He's also like quiet and shy. He is so cute, so sweet. Him and her, Aurora's relationship is so wholesome and just so cute. Their friendship, I love it. Another big topic of this book is like female friendships too, and just like found family, which I adored with Aurora and her friend who's a musician as well, and then also this other friend in a small town. I just love seeing them all together. The friendships, the family. Awesome. No one told me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you won't do this. I cried multiple times in this book. Crying either because of the beauty, because of the pain. I was crying. I loved it so much. 6-star read. I love Rhodes. I want to marry Rhodes. And I don't know, because I think some of her other books are supposed to be better. Like The Wall of Winnipeg, which I also did buy recently, I think is one of their people's favorites. So I'm like, it can get better than this. But this is my first book by her, so maybe it's just going to be nostalgic in my heart. And it's going to always be amazing. No, but I absolutely adore this. The way he expresses his love and her love, and the lack of miscommunication. The fact that they're communicating so well with each other and like expressing their emotions and like asking like, so what is happening right now? Like, 'cause I feel this way, but I don't know if it's this way, and him saying like, okay, it's this way. Like, thank you. There was a conflict, but it was a conflict that we knew it was gonna happen, so like it had to happen, but it was handled well and beautifully, because oh my gosh, I can't. I'm sick. Oh my goodness, I love it. Should we read some quotes to you? Okay. Oh my god, he would call her Angel and Buddy. But you'll figure out why he calls her those, but it's hilarious. I love it. Or he would say sweetheart. No, okay. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, you'll find out. And go read it right now. But also, did I say it's a slow burn? Like, it's over 500 pages, like basically 600 pages. They don't do nothing until like 500 pages for 80, okay? But I also love that though, because it discusses the ways to show you love someone without having to be going all crazy, you know what I mean? Like the little ways or the big ways, little, big, all the ways of loving. Love me in all the freaking ways, please. Thank you. Is that so hard? Anyways, he does that. We love it. Anyways, the scene of the camping scene is such a beautiful scene. I was actually in love with this man. That doesn't exist. His son was so sweet. He wasn't annoying. He wasn't like just a brat. He was so kind. He was very mature for his age. I mean, he was 16, so I mean, he should be pretty mature-ish. He goes, I'm here. I got you. You're going to be okay, Angel. Or she's like, oh, I can do this. And he's like, you can, but I can and I will. So I'm going to do it for you. He's very supportive of her. Like, very like, oh, I know you can do this on your own. You can do these things, but I'm going to be there for you. And I'm going to be there with you doing it. You can rely on me. Man that he is. The man that he is. Oh my god. This This is a 6 stars, did I tell you that? Well, this is gonna be a ranting about this book. You have to understand the build-up. The build-up really builds up a lot more. Because I've been watching you grow for months. I don't want to be something you grow around. You're with someone who gave you too much shade before, right? I'd rather us take our time than be stuck where you're going, who you're becoming. Also, there's colorful tabs in here, like different colors. I had no rhyme or reason when I was tabbing this. I had just like light was like just scenes I loved or quotes I loved, and then the darker color was like romantic scenes. And then I ran out of both of those tabs, so I had to get another different lighter one and another different darker one. And then I had to get an additional color because there are certain moments that needed to have their own spotlight. So then we chose blue because there's blue on the title. So that's my annotation process. These are just like things that like I was obsessed with. You have to go read this book. Oh my god. He goes, you got this spark of life that nothing and no one has taken away despite the things that have happened to you, and I don't understand how you still manage to be you. I never met anybody like you. Called her the sun. Anyways, I'm in love with Mr. Rhodes. I love Aurora, Rhodes, Amos, and their entire friend group, family group. oh my gosh, the things this man does and the things that she does too. She's very selfless. I love it. So if you need to take one thing from this video, if you made it to the end, which if you did, thank you. Really appreciate it. Read this book. Read it. Read it. Actually, you can't take my copy because I probably wrote some dumb stuff in here. Okay, nothing's dumb. But I literally was like, LOL. Hee 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 hee. Sobbing. I'm in love. Oh my god. Okay, 6 stars. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done yapping. I'm done yapping. 6 stars. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, my hoodie. We like it. Kindle girly. Even though I'm holding up books. I made it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look at the fall. Look at the fall books. I don't even know what this video is titled. Getting into the fall spirit by reading fall books.
Reading fall books. Reading fall. Reading books that remind me of fall. Reading books to match the season.
The covers are giving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this reading vlog of me reading 3 books that got me into a fall cozy mood and makes me so excited to continue books I'm reading next. Even though my next books are not romance at all, I think we're going into fantasy, so get ready for those vlogs. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We read our 3 books in this reading vlog, and let me know down below if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts are on any of these books. If you don't like this book, don't tell me. Please. I don't want to know. I really don't. I really don't. But if you loved it, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. But no one make me sad. I'm in love with that book. I'm gonna like frame it on my wall. No, I'm obsessed. Anyways, let me know what you guys' thoughts are if you've read any of these books. Let me know what books you're planning on reading for the rest of this season. What books you've read that have brought you into the fall vibes. Let me know down below. And I'll see you guys again in my next video.